that?
My name is Henrietta Lacks. Have you heard of me before?
No, ma'am.
Oh, excuse me. But y'all hadn't heard of me? Well, I was born August 1st, 1920, to two loving parents. Baby, I love my mom and my pa so. They was my everything. And they loved each other so too. So much so that they had too many of us, sugar. And they sent a few of us to live with, relatives. I went to go live with my grandpappy. Baby, I love my grandpappy so. We lived in Virginia on this farm, and see, he helped me learn how to cultivate the land. He taught me how to take care of the house and the home, and he taught me how to be the woman that I am today. And he also introduced me to my cousin David. Now, David was a good-looking man. He was good-looking. So much so that we had relations. And at the age of 14, I had my first child. But I love David so. And they say nowadays that ain't too good to do. But back then, I loved him, sugar. He was my everything. Well, David said he was going to make things right. He was going to do what needed to be done to take care of me and our baby. So he married me. Ooh, the happiest day of my life. Ooh, I just love my David so. We ended up having 5 children together, but he took good care of us. He was a hard-working man. He did everything he could to make sure we had food on the table, had clothes on our backs. And baby, my husband wasn't half-stepping worth nothing. I used to wear some of the finest things that money could buy me. But for some reason, after that 5th child, Joseph, I kept having this pain in my belly. Now, I ain't no old woman, but I ain't no spring chicken either. I know something ain't right in me. So I asked my David to take me to the hospital to figure out what was going on. So he did just that. And they said, oh, it's just a bellyache. Go back home. They the doctors. That's what I did. I did what they said. But it's still there. The pain is still in my belly, and I got to be up and taking care of the house and the home. I got an infant at the house. He needs my milk. So he needs me to get up and do some stuff. So I decided I'm going back up to that hospital, and I'm not leaving till y'all tell me what's the matter with me. I'm not leaving till I'm well. And so I did just that. Up to that hospital called the Johns Hopkins Hospital? Have y'all heard of it before? You know what? I don't know how I feel about that hospital. Because when I went in there, they said, well, let's figure out what's wrong with you, Mrs. Lacks. So they took the blood from me and they did x-rays. I couldn't even walk to some of these places they wanted me to go to do all this stuff. I just needed to figure out what was going on in my body. Well, one day, a doctor by the name of George Gay took some of my blood because he was taking blood from all the possible cancer people. Well, he took my blood and noticed that my blood wasn't doing what everybody else's blood was doing. He called it some word. It was immortal. My blood cells were living longer than everybody else's. Where your cells may only live a couple days, mine were living for weeks and months on end. And so apparently that made him happy. So instead of figuring out what was going on with me and figuring out how he could help me, he decided to help himself. So while I lay dead in my hospital bed at the age of 31, he told his assistant, don't notify the family yet. Let me get a little more of that blood. So she drew the blood from me while I lay there dead. Body still warm to the touch. And he did research. Now, granted, y'all, I know, granted, the research was good. We want to help the people. But you did it without my consent.
Yes, you did.
You didn't ask me for my blood. You didn't ask for my permission to do anything. But you took it anyways. They didn't tell my family until 25 years later.
Wow.
My family couldn't even afford a proper funeral for me. So they put me in our family cemetery without a headstone. And they can only give an estimate to where my body was at. But this man went on to make millions off of me. The medical industry went on to make all of this money using my cells, which they call the HeLa cells, HeLa. And apparently in 2019, my blood cells that was flowing in my veins are still being used for research today for diseases like cancer, which is what I died of, for research on HIV, AIDS. I even had a part in flu and influenza. Because of my cells, y'all are living today. Now, granted, I want to help y'all. I want to, and I would have given him all the blood he needed. But it pains me that you just let me lay there, took what wasn't yours, and didn't even give me the recognition for it. My family are just working people, just like you and I. They wanted to know about me, and you took that from them. You took that from me. Please let somebody know who I am. Henrietta Lacks. I just want to be recognized.